Calgary Stampede went into toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here. Out on the bike for the first time in a few days. The weather's been so bad here in Suffolk. I think it's been like all over the UK. Very strong winds, rain, sleet, hail, you name it. We've had every season and every day basically. So today I'm out. It's a little bit on the chilly side, but who cares? Anyway, let's get on with the vlog. I was reading an article on the internet this morning about the government going to give £1,500 subsidy to anybody buying an electric bike. As we know, Harley Davidson have just brought out a new electric bike. It's supposed to be a cruiser looking thing. It doesn't look nothing like a cruiser to me. But anyway, at the moment it's got a fantastic range of about 56 miles. So absolutely useless. But this technology with these electric bikes is coming on at a pace. Definitely. More and more companies, motorbike companies, are actually developing electric bikes. The only thing I can find wrong with the whole concept of the thing is that yeah, the technology of the actual structure of the bikes is coming on, but it's the batteries. The technology of batteries is not really coming on that strong. If you think about it, with our phones, you know, our phones have gone off the scale really in what they can do, iPhones and app phones and stuff like that, but still the batteries are crap. You know, if you run too many things, you'll run a battery 8.5 a day or a day, you know, and that's not hardly using it. So the battery side of it has got a long way to go. Until they get that sorted, I don't think there's any way forward really, unless you have a half battery, half engine. But I don't know how that would work either. But given, you know, 1,500 subsidy to people who want to buy these electric bikes, I think it's wrong. You know, they're very expensive anyway, and you know, if you want to go a great distance, you can't. That's like saying if I wanted to go down to the Ace Calf to meet up with my mates, the vloggers down there, and I had an electric bike, how the hell would I get there? I might just about struggle my way down there, and then I'll be knackered, and I've got 3 or 4 hours of charging up the batteries. It just, you know, doesn't seem right to me. And when I've been out on long runs and I've pulled into service stations and places like that, and they've got these hooking up stations, how many cups of coffee have you got to have? And how many burgers can you eat in the hours it takes to charge the bloody things up? You know, until this battery technology moves on, I don't think it's ever going to be a goer. It might be for riding around towns and stuff like that, you know, on your little scoot at 25 mile an hour or something like that. Might well do, but can't actually see it for the mainstream, you know, bikes like this. Now, I don't know how many of you boys would ride an electric bike. I'm not saying I wouldn't, you know, in the years to come. I think at my age now, I'm too old. I don't think I'll ever see it as such for me to ride. I don't think the technology will ever be there for me. But a lot of you younger boys and girls, it might well do. You know, it might be the only alternative. But if you've got a bike that's only can even say 150 miles, and then you've got a 3-hour charge, it's a no-goer. You know, they've got to get something that will give us hundreds of miles before, you know, we even think about it, you know. So I don't know what your thoughts are on the electric bikes. I know they have, like on the TT races, they actually have an electric bike race, and I think it was last year or the year before, Michael Rutter was riding, and he was doing very well. He had one of the best times on an electric bike ever. But he never finished the course because the battery went. You know, the battery died. So I personally can't see the point in it, and I really can't see the point in governments giving subsidies to people who are going to buy them. Because if you think about it, with all the austerity cuts we're having at the moment in this country, you know, social services being cut and care and everything else to the bone, they're quite willing to give out money to people who want to buy a luxury bloody motorbike, you know, and I don't see it. I really don't see it. So anyway, I don't know if what you boys and girls think about these new electric bikes. Do you like the style of them? Because there's, you know, there's quite a few pictures out there with all these different makes and styles. I personally didn't like the Harley one, and you know I ride a Harley, and I didn't like that Harley one at all. I couldn't see myself on that. You know, I think I'd have to ride with a plastic, or not plastic bag. I think I'd have to ride with a paper bag over my head with just two eye holes. I don't want to be seen dead on it. But anyway, oh, this Suffolk countryside is so lovely. So yeah, let me know what you think. Would you ride a motorbike that was powered by electric? Do you think the technology has gone further enough for people to start being offered concessions to buy them? Do you think that the battery technology will ever evolve enough to give you enough power to do a decent speed over a decent distance? You know, let's face it, you know, some distance like holidays and stuff like that, you know, you need that distance, and if that's not going to give it, it's useless. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on these electric bikes, or these new electric bikes, and the concessions that the government are giving out for people for these bikes. Now, I don't want to get too political now, because as you know, we've got an election coming up in the UK. All the parties are involved, and I was reading I was reading a little bit about the Green Party, you know, and the Green Party have got, you know, some good ideas about this and that. You know, they want us all to run around with flowers in our hair and be eco-friendly and all this sort of stuff, and use the bus and use our bikes and walk everywhere. Yeah, got some good ideas. But one of the best ideas came up is that they want to, in their manifesto this is, they want to ban bikes from bus lanes, is one. They want to restrict the power of motorbikes, and big motorbikes would have to have restrictors on them to bring them down. Now, you know, if you want to get yourself a few votes, I think that's a bit suicidal, because, you know, we all know that bikes, you know, can be a bit pollution. There's no doubt about it. Some bikes are quite pollution and stuff like that. But when you've got a load of people who like motorbikes and stuff like that, and you say to them you want to restrict their bikes down to certain small size and encourage small scooters and mopeds, I would say there's something fundamentally wrong with you in this day and age. So that's just my idea. I don't think you boys would like to have your ZZRs and your R1s restricted down to like the speed of a bloody moped. Bloody ridiculous. So I don't know about the biggest shoot yourself in the foot there. Mind you, saying that, you know, they got 1 MP I think, and I don't think they might get any more. So they're not a threat to us motorcycle community. But it just shows that in all walks of politicians, the hatred that they have for us bikers. They're haters. They always have. And going back to an old vlog I done a few weeks back, what do you boys think that we should have a commission for bikers? You know, a commission that looks after our interests on the road, and have some sway with the politicians who have got no clue what it's like to ride a bike, you know? Do you think they should be a commission for bikers? Have somebody or some people who can actually put over the point of what it's like to be a motorcyclist on these roads today, you know? and maybe, and I doubt it very much, I've got Slugsville here, maybe something could be done to improve our lot. Oh, look at that beautiful church. I'll have to find a church somewhere, don't I? Oh, this is just gorgeous. Anyway, so it's just me rattling on, having a bloody good ride here in Suffolk. I'm not really sure where I am, but I'm about half sure, I think. So anyway, have a good weekend, everybody. Ride safe, love each other. Suffolk Andy.